Hey everybody, welcome in. In this video, I'm going to create the angle support. And this one is actually in millimeters this time. So I'm gonna go up to new. We're gonna go to metric, standard millimeters here. We're gonna hit the create button. I'm gonna start my 2D sketch on this XY plane here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw a line somewhere out here and then draw it to the center, angle it up, almost like a chair, kind of leaning back a little bit. I'm just going to give it some random dimension. I'm just going to sketch it, just kind of what that looks like. Go over here and go up. So then I want to start dimensioning. One thing I want to make sure that these two lines are parallel to each other. And they already are. So dimension, let's see. The dimension on from here to here is 95, and I was way off. So it's 95 millimeters. And the height is 20 millimeters for this one. And from here, left click this line, drag it out. Let's see. What did I just do? Let me undo that. Dimension this thing. Yeah. What? Come on now. Click it. Drag it out. There. 15th time is the charm. So that's going to be 95. And this is also going to be, wait, I don't want that. So I'm going to right click here, go to aligned, and drag it out. This one is going to be 20. Like so. All right, so it says one dimension needed. So I need to dimension this, what the angle is from here to here. And it tells me that that's 120 degrees. And I'm going to hit the finish sketch check marky. Boom. Here's what I think is vitally important. We want to extrude this. Make sure you extrude it symmetrically. And that has a distance. I'm going to go the distance on the bottom one. So that one says it's 80. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my another 2D sketch on this top flat face here. And I'm going to do a 3-point, or I'm going to do an arc center point option. So look for the middle of this line down here where that green dot is. I'll select it. And then I'm just going to select one endpoint of that line. Kind of roll it over to the next endpoint there. I'm going to finish my sketch. I want to extrude that kind of half circle downward. And I'm going to go to I'm going to use the 2 option. So I want to extrude that to this bottom face here. And then hit OK. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that kind of circular feature that sits on top. So start 2D sketch on this top face here. I'm going to project geometry. So I'm going to project this kind of arc here, or half circle. That way it gives me my center dot. And then I'm going to create a circle center point option from that green dot. I'm going to drag it out. This one, the outer one, has a diameter of 65. And then I'm just going to finish my sketch. I'm going to extrude that circle up by 25. Do that. Then I can, so I did those separately so that I can extrude this up, and then that kind of circular feature that's in the middle it's cut all the way through. So I'm going to use the whole tool there. I want this diameter is going to be 35 right here. 35. It's going to go all the way through. I'm going to click the top surface where I want my hole to be. And I'm going to click the outer circle here. so that it centers it up in that space there. I'm gonna hit OK. So now our circle goes all the way through and it's concentric with all these other circles. The next part is where it gets kind of tricky. So to do this, I'm going to turn on the visibility of that XY plane. Just going to right click, hit visibility. I'm going to start my 2D sketch on this plane that I've created that goes through the center of that. And I want to project, let's see if I can get this right. I want to project this back line here. Then I want to draw a line from the tippy top of this line to the tippy top of this kind of line here. I want to, let's see if I can do this. I want to finish my sketch. I don't really want that line there. I wonder why I did that. Let's see if it messes us up. I'm going to click on the rib, which is, where are you? Right there. I'm going to click, so the thickness of that rib is going to be 16 millimeters. I'm going to click this bottom option here. That's not really what I wanted it to do. All right, so let me cancel this. I don't want this top line here, so I want to go back to my sketch 5, edit sketch. I wanted to delete this top line here. That's throwing us off. So make sure. The only 2 lines that I want is this back line here and then this one here. So finish that sketch, hit the rib again. It's 16. Click the second option here where it says parallel to sketch plane. And then so that way this goes all the way to the circle and it extends to the circle. It kind of dives into that circle like bam. So hit OK there. That's what we wanted. So, and then I'm going to start my 2D sketch on this kind of laying down flat face here. For here, what I could do is, I want to try to get fancy. So if I draw a line from the middle of this, which is, you see that green dot, I'm going to drag a line down. It's going to be 25, let's see. I'm trying to think. That's going to be, 25, right? So that's going to go down 25. I'm not sure I need to do that. What I want to do is I want to use the slot center to center. Let's see if I can do this kind of out here somewhere. So I'm going to draw this out. This is going to be 90. And then I want to drag it out this way. That is going to be 50. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, that might work. So then if I can move this center here to the end of this dot where I made, I think if I go to concentric, coincident constraint, if I click this here and then click this dot here, oh yes, it moved right into the place where I wanted it to go. So we got kind of fancy with that. So yeah, that's really what we wanted to do. Let me get rid of this line here. This kind of helper line that I drew. Delete that. I'm going to go to finish my sketch. I'm going to extrude this guy back. And I want to make sure that I don't want to cut it. I want to join. So I'm going to click the join. And then I want it to go to this back surface here. And then hit OK. So there's that. And then I can use the fillet to kind of fillet those kind of the armpits of that conglomerate stuff. So this has a radius of 10. So this is what I call the armpit. So up underneath here, if I can get that edge there, this one, and then I want this one like so. And then I want to apply, And then I'm just going to cut the holes out of this two sides. So I'm going to go back to my hole tool. This has a diameter of 25 here. It's going to go all the way through. So I'm just going to click a point here for my hole. And I click this kind of outer circle there. So it centers that up. I'm going to do the same thing over here. So I'll click a spot over here and then click the outer kind of arc thing there. And those two are centered. And then hit OK there. I think we got it. So I'm going to turn off the visibility of this plane here. Let me click the home thingy. I'm trying to look and see, make sure we did this correct. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of go up to my view, add some shadows, reflections. Yeah, we can do that. We can change the lighting, soft light. You can play around with these and see what kind of looks best for you. I'm gonna go up to, use photo booth, and then I'm gonna go to, I'm just gonna do my normal Richard Meyer looking white buildings, always white buildings. I'm gonna go to smooth ivory here. Yeah, I think we got it. Okay, so then just make sure you save it. We're gonna save this as angle support. Angle support. Do I already have one? So I'm gonna call this angle support 2. Hit save. I want to see what the other angle support look like. Angle support. Oh yeah. Why are the angle supports always difficult? Why they've got to be so difficult? Anyway, yeah, so there's that. And we're gonna get jiggy with it in the next video. So make sure y'all come back and get jiggy with it. So we're gonna do the jig base. All right. Hope that helped. Make sure you like and subscribe. All right, peace out.